but it's kind of what we used to call advertising, and now it's much more sophisticated, it's much more thoughtful, and we live in a world where you're surrounded by content at all times, and so branded content is almost a necessity, and I don't think it's going anywhere.
Everyone is doing branded entertainment, and increase as the time goes on. Many more brands, companies will use branded entertainment as a marketing channel. You have to think about telling stories in a way that people haven't heard or haven't experienced in the past. That's the only way that they will choose to engage with it, they will choose to share it.
There's a lot of research around how many people feel that advertising doesn't adequately or properly represent their families, the way that their families really are. And there's a lot around gender stereotyping. We've got new ASA regulation coming out shortly around penalties for stereotypical gender portrayals in adverts.
Don't always think about views, think about the people that you're trying to get to. Because something can have 58 million views on it, but actually the impact it's had to its actual target audience is really small. So I think about what you want to say, how you want to say it, and make sure the message is put across, but without it being too obviously branded.
Yeah, not buying the old tricks that were used in advertising until a couple of years ago. So, meaning that the consumer wants the truth, with no spin, no filter, and truth is strictly related to return of investment for brands.
I think an area that's really going to develop is in brands commissioning longer form content as they look to stretch beyond just the short form sort of snackable stuff that typically has been filling ad units in the past.
And I think the most important thing is that you have the guts to take a risk and to do something different. Know your brand, know your audience, and try and do things that are potentially out of the box and interesting.
There is no real difference between content and branded content. There's just good content and bad content. And I think there has been a tendency for brands to think more about what they're trying to sell. ROI's there, but when in fact they should be thinking more about how to engage people.
Working with a media owner or a publisher, first because they have the audience, but also if you get them involved at the right stage, early enough, help them, let them help you shape that content. Let them get it to a point which is right for their publication, their channel, then they're going to put more weight and promotional weight behind it as well. And that's going to deliver you an audience, and that's going to deliver you a greater return on investment.
Coming up with something innovative, yet using an efficient and effective way of thinking about it, turning the branded content development into something which is more methodological, more structured, is what is at stake now, and which is becoming very important in the world of branded content.